See, in this circuit, like in this chapter AC circuit, we are having lots of formulas. Okay, so you don't need to cram all these formulas. We'll get all the formula from this simple one impedance triangle. Okay, you need to just remember the impedance triangle. From this impedance triangle, you can derive all the formulas from the AC circuit. Now this is the base of the resistance. In this impedance triangle, this is a perpendicular, like right angle triangle. This is the base. In base will take resistance, that is denoted by R, and in the perpendicular will take either inductor resistance and capacitor resistance. Okay, because they are talking about impedance now, so everything about the resistance is present. So inductor resistance is XL or capacitive reactance is XC, right? And the combination of these two would be Z, that is impedance, correct? And the angle between them is phi. So if there is a combination of RL, then what would be the triangle? R here, XL here, and Z here, right? If there is a combination of RC in the question given, then what would be the triangle? R here, XC here, and Z here. Okay. If there is a combination of both, like R, L, C, then in that case, R here, then that depends. If XL is greater than XC, then we'll take XL minus XC. If XC is greater than XL, then we'll take XC minus XL and then Z. Okay, this is fine. Understood? This is simply the impedance triangle. Now you know one thing more, that Pythagoras theorem, right? Can you tell me what is the Pythagoras theorem? H square is equal to P square plus B square, right? Hypotenuse is how much? Let us consider this one triangle. Hypotenuse is Z, so we can take Z square is equal to, perpendicular is how much? We can take XL minus XC. Okay, XL minus XC whole square, and base is how much? Base is how much? That is R. So we'll get the same formula, that is Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Correct? Okay. Next thing, we need to calculate sine phi, cos phi, and tan phi. Do you remember what was the formula for? There is one sine phi, right? Another thing is cos phi, another thing is tan phi. Correct. So sine phi is how much? Like in North Delhi, north side will remember, like Pandit Badri Prasad. Yeah. So and P by H is either it would be XL or XC. Okay. By hypotenuse means Z. Cos phi is how much? Tell me. R by Z. And tan phi is how much? XL or XC by R. Okay. So from here you can calculate the phi value also. If you want to calculate phi, phi would be equal to sine inverse of XL or XC by Z. Phi value, it would be equal to cos inverse of R by Z. Similarly, phi value would be equal to tan inverse of XL or XC by R. Right? Clear? So whatever the value is given, you can choose any one formula for the phi. It's not hard and fast that you have to choose that one. Okay. If they ask you the question in the they'll ask you the phase angle, like in some question they ask you calculate the phase angle. Okay, what is phase angle? Phase angle is denoted by phi. If R and Z is given, so you can use cos phi. Cos phi is how much? R by Z. So phi you can use it as cos inverse of R by Z. Clear? So you can use any one of the what? Yeah, phi is the phase angle, and what is phase angle exactly, that I'll tell you in detail later on also. Phi is the phase angle. Phase angle is the angle between voltage and current. Okay, that thing I'll tell you later in detail. For now being, your phase angle is denoted by phi, and we are having these three formulas for the calculation of phase angle. You can use any one of the formula. Okay, clear? Next thing, they can ask you that power factor. Okay, power factor is nothing, just it is simply cos phi. Okay, remember we had done the question, they ask you the power factor. So power factor is cos phi. Okay, that is the cosine of phase angle. And as we just calculated, what is the formula for the cos phi? We got it from the impedance triangle. Tell me what we got it. Cos phi will be R by Z. Clear this thing? Now see, from impedance triangle we can make another triangle also. Impedance triangle, if we'll multiply current with the resistance, what we'll get? If we'll multiply current with the resistance, what we'll get? We'll get voltage, right? So R was there, XL was there, and Z was there. If I'll multiply with the current, I into R, I into XL, or we can say I into XC, I into Z. So which triangle will get? We'll get a voltage triangle. Okay, we'll get a voltage triangle. Again, the angle between them is phi. So here we can say VR. VR is equal to voltage drop across resistor, that is I into R. Here we'll get VL. VL is equal to I into XL. Here we'll get V. V is equal to I multiplied by Z. Okay. So you can write down also, VR is the voltage drop across resistor. VL is the voltage drop across inductor. VC is the voltage drop across capacitor, right? VR formula is I into R, VL formula is I into XL, and VC formula is I into XC. And what is V? V is basically the total voltage, that is V is equal to I into Z. This is the voltage triangle. If anyone asks you about the voltage triangle, okay, then in that case you can calculate it. Understood? Now see, from here also you can calculate sin phi, cos phi, and tan phi, right? If we'll apply the Pythagoras theorem in this, then what we'll get? V is equal to root of VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. Correct? If we'll apply Pythagoras theorem in this, V is the hypotenuse, base, and perpendicular. Right? So we'll get the formula V is equal to root of VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. V is equal to I into Z, right? VR is equal to I into R square. VL is equal to I into XL minus I into XC whole square. I we can take common, and then I would be cancelled out, right? So that would be R square plus XL minus XC whole square. So again we'll get the formula for the impedance. Now quickly tell me, what is sin phi in case of voltage triangle? Hmm, that is perpendicular over hypotenuse. So perpendicular is VL or VC divided by V. Okay. Cos phi is how much? No, we have to tell according to the voltage triangle. That is the base over hypotenuse. So base is how much? VR. VR by total voltage. And tan phi is how much? Perpendicular over, understood?